Do you want some quick ways to sound more fluent in English? Are you tired of using the same old boring words like cool, awesome, nice, chill? Well, there are alternatives to those words and others that you might be using all the time for want of a better word in your vocabulary. Today you will learn 10 smart English words that will make you sound more like a native English speaker. You can use all of these words at work. These words are called smart words because they will make you feel smart when you use them. Make sense? These are words that you can use to improve your English vocabulary. I will tell you the meanings of the words and how they are used in sentences. I will also give you a few other words that you can use in place of these words. And somewhere towards the end of the video, I have an essential tip for you. So do keep watching till the end. And when you reach the end of the video, I also have a short quiz for you so that you can test your learning all in one small English lesson. If you are new here, I'm Melaine from English Made Easy. This channel is dedicated to creating easy and interesting lessons so that you can improve your English in an enjoyable way. So let's get on with it. Shall we see what these 10 smart English words are? Here are the 10 smart English words with meanings, examples of how they are used in sentences, and some other words that you can use in place of each one of them. The first smart word, sensational. Sensational. This word can be used instead of awesome. You know how we all like to say awesome. Instead of saying awesome, you can say sensational. Sensational means very good or impressive. Here's a sentence for you. His work was sensational. I have another sentence as well. He presented a sensational proposal. And here are some other words that you can use instead of the word sensational. Remarkable, outstanding, superb, magnificent. For example, if you look at the first sentence, his work was sensational. I could also say his work was remarkable. His work was outstanding. His work was superb. His work was magnificent. Get what I mean? Going on to the second smart word now. Atrocious. Atrocious. Use this word instead of bad. When something's bad, you don't have to use the word bad. You can use the word atrocious. The meaning is very bad, unpleasant, of poor quality. And I have meanings to show you how you can use this smart word. The food is atrocious if the food is very bad. The traffic was atrocious, so I got late to work. And here are some other words you could use instead of atrocious: unsatisfactory, dreadful, appalling, horrible. Like I showed you in the first example, you can substitute the word. For example, you look at the first sentence. The food is atrocious. I could say the food is unsatisfactory. The food is dreadful. The food is appalling. The food is horrible. The third smart word, plausible. Plausible, meaning probable, something that might happen. I want a plausible suggestion, so spend time thinking about your options. Here's another sentence. He had to think of a plausible excuse to give his boss. And if you want other words to use, you could say feasible, credible, reasonable, probable, likely. All these words and so many more could be used instead of your smart word plausible. Moving on now to the fourth new word, the fourth smart word, exasperated. Exasperated. When are you exasperated? Angry. When are you angry? What makes you angry? What makes you exasperated? A lot of things, isn't it? He was exasperated at the thought of working overtime. My boss was exasperated at the unfortunate delays. And here are some other words you could use: annoyed, angry, cross, irritated, enraged. So, next time you want to use the word angry, don't. Use the word exasperated instead. And if you don't want to use the word exasperated, maybe you could try annoyed, irritated, enraged. Be smart, use smart words. The fifth smart word is blissful, a beautiful word with a beautiful meaning. Blissful, meaning happy. Their time at the picnic was blissful. It was a happy time. We spent 2 blissful hours at the mall. 2 hours that were so happy. Some other words that you could use are delighted, contented, pleased, overjoyed, in high spirits. All the words mean happy, very happy. The sixth smart word, bewildered. Bewildered, meaning confused. So often we are confused during the day. Instead of using the word confused, you could use the word bewildered. Here's an example for you. He was bewildered by the way his colleagues had planned the new project. Or, I was bewildered by the notice I received yesterday. And if you don't want to use the word bewildered, you might want to use muddled, baffled, confused, puzzled, all smart words. The seventh smart word is fatigued. Fatigued, meaning tired. We so get tired so very often. And so instead of saying, I'm tired all the time, you could say, I'm fatigued. Why not? Why not be smart? Why not use a smart English word? He was fatigued at the end of the day. Or, it was easy to see how fatigued she was, as she had dark circles under her eyes. Here are some other words you could use: exhausted, weary, drained, worn out. If you don't want to use the word fatigued, you have so many other options. And these are not the only words that could be used instead of fatigued. There are so many more words. If you use a dictionary, you will find so many more. The eighth smart word, meticulous. Meticulous. It means very careful. There are some people who do their work so carefully that they are meticulous. His meticulous attention to detail pleased his boss. I could also say the company needed a meticulous accountant. Got it? Here are some other words that mean the same: diligent, precise, conscientious, accurate. So you could use any of these words. You don't have to use the word careful. The ninth smart word, vigilant. Vigilant. And what does vigilant mean? Keeping careful watch. His boss asked him to be more vigilant during his night duty. I could also say they were saved from a horrible disaster due to the quick action taken by the vigilant guard. And I have some more words for you, more smart words. Cautious, observant, watchful, keen, attentive. Use any of these words instead of careful, keeping careful watch. The 10th smart word, spectacular. Spectacular, meaning wonderful. So when you see something wonderful or you hear about something wonderful, then you can use the word spectacular, something like a spectacle. There was a spectacular display of fireworks outside my window. The view from the top of the tower was spectacular. Very beautiful view. Other words for this word are marvelous, magnificent, impressive, incredible. I've gone through 10 smart English words to improve your vocabulary. And now it's time for that small little quiz that I promised you. Substitute the underlined word in each sentence for another word that is similar in meaning. So let's do the first one. I was weary after the long walk. I was weary after the long walk. Could you think of other words instead of weary? What about the second sentence? When he looked at the calendar of events, he was baffled. When he looked at the calendar of events, he was baffled. Could you think of one more word that you could use instead of baffled? There are so many. Just think of one. Look at the third one. It seemed like a credible solution. It seemed like a credible solution. Think of just one word that you could use instead of the word credible. Do write your answers in the comments below because there are so many options for these words. I cannot give you the answer right here, right now, but you could write them in the comments below and I will definitely get back to you and tell you whether your answer is right or you could improve on it. If you liked this lesson, do watch this other lesson here that I did recently and improve your English vocabulary even further. And here is the tip I told you I would give you. These are great words to use in place of the ones that you have been using, right? But be very careful how you use them. Learn the pronunciation of the word and how it is used in a sentence before you try using the word. In the words of Mark Twain, the difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. It's the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. The difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. There's a huge difference between the almost right word and the right word. So make sure that you get the word right, the pronunciation and the meaning of the word so that you are using it in the right place at the right time. Get what I mean? Do be careful. Practice what you have learned today. And if you liked today's lesson, do hit that like button. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so that you can receive more content like this. One more thing before I end. Tell me which of these 10 smart English words was your favorite. And also, do make a sentence with your favorite word. You'll see me in the next video. Until then, keep practicing what you learn because practice makes perfect.